Welcome back, guys, to another Tressa's Collectibles gameplay video. My name is Mike, and joining me today, as always, is Randall, aka Shizukatz.
How's it going, everybody?
Continuing on our Tokyo Revengers content block, this time we're going to feature the much anticipated 26 choice build.
20-something
choice build featuring the level 2 Akkun and the level 3 Takemichi. So the reason why this is 20-something choice is because the Akkun Climax combo gives himself the level 3 Takemichi and then this Takuya, Makoto, and Yamagishi all choice triggers. So all of these characters get choice trigger when I play the Climax combo, so if I do trigger anything here, they also get a choice. Now that does mean that if I have multiple Akkuns, each of these have become X number of choice triggers just depending on however many Akkuns I have on the board. So hopefully we can try to rig our deck state so I have a bunch of these choice triggers in the deck, and then we can get a bunch of hand in stock through just triggering multiples of these.
Yeah, and then also the Takemichi restand that goes along with this is, or like the pseudo restand. It's the same one that we featured in our previous video where you, at the end of his attack, you pay the cost, send him to memory, and you bring out another Takemichi.
Yeah, in this deck, not only is he another choice trigger, but he is also the early play condition for the level 2 Akkun for him to come out at level 1. The level 3 Takemichi does need to be in our clock.
Okay, so while Mike's playing this very, very spicy Tokyo Revengers build, I'm playing this very, very mild spice.
Yeah, not very spicy,
Yeah,
very normal.
Hololive build. It does have some tech options for like the meta game, like cards like the level 0 Shion, but for the most part, it's a pretty normal looking build.
Yeah, it's a Korone Marine list that forgoes the whole memory package with the early play polka, but in response, you get to run a lot of anti-meta cards. The level 0 Shion Bomb that allows you to bottom deck things like the level 0 Aquas that other Hololive players are playing. You have the level 0 Mio that bonds to the Gamers event, which allows you to top check, so you can actually hit your top check confirms on the level 0 Shion.
As well as Watame.
As well as the Watame. Deck has a high focus on basically answering your opponent's board as you need. So it tries to kill your opponent's counterattacks and Rushas when you need to. Doesn't allow your opponents to have level 0 on reverse or on death effects, and so on and so forth. But otherwise, it's a pretty just self-sufficient Korone Marine deck.
Alright, so let's see how it stacks up against Takemichi's OG crew.
While the Korone Marine deck is basically just like, it's as consistent as you can probably make a deck. It's a very high floor. This Tokyo Revengers build is if it breaks, it can really break. But if it goes off, the ceiling is just through the roof. You can just get so many resources in one turn. So hopefully we'll be able to set up our Akkun so that we can get a nice Climax combo going.
Okay, I'm going to... Well, I guess you first, because you're going first.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and discard 1. My early play healer.
Alright, for me it's going to be 3.
Okie dokie.
Let's get some winners, come on. Okay.
Alrighty, draw for turn. Oh, that's not a bad first draw at all. I really don't want to clock any of these, but I probably should.
That's going to be me in about 30 seconds.
Oh man, that's decisions. I wish I drew something less useful so I could clock it. Okay. Against my better judgment, or maybe with my better judgment, I'm going to clock my level 0 Hinata and draw 2. Okay. Let's go ahead and... We have a lot of options here, but I think I'm actually going to go ahead and just play my level 0 Takia, which is a vanilla.
I can't kill it.
And I'm definitely going to put it on the side because Hololive does have the Aqua that's 35 in the middle, but 500 on the side. So we're going to go ahead and direct, and that's for 2.
1, 2, cancel.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, draw for turn. I will clock Suisei, and I will draw... What a hand. Alright, let's start with the level 0 Shion.
No.
So she is a level 0 bottom deck bomb, and then also when I play her, I reveal the top card of my deck, and if it's level 1 or higher, I can reduce one of my opponent's character's level.
This does not seem like he has a level 0 Aqua.
Yeah, I don't have that card. I do not have that card in my hand. All right. Alright, we'll play this Matsuri, and then we're gonna put her in the middle so that if he runs it over with something on his next turn, and I draw Aqua can run over the thing in the middle.
Exactly, yeah.
Alright, so we'll go to attack phase. I'm going to front with my Shion for 1, and then I will use her effect to bottom deck your vanilla.
Goodbye.
And then we will direct with the Matsuri for...
there it is.
For 2.
1. Cancel. Okay. Draw for turn. I think we'll clock the Takuya. Draw 2. Alright. I'm digging this. Alright, so first we're going to play our level 0 Takemichi. He has 2 on-play effects. I'm going to activate his first one, where on play, if my opponent has 1 or less front row characters, I can send to waiting room their cost 0 front row character.
Goodbye, Matsuri.
And then I will also activate his second effect of I can clock myself from top of deck to blind stock 1. And then I'm going to immediately use that stock to brainstorm. And let's see if we can hit. We do not. Okay, next we'll go ahead and play a level 0. My key on play, I can clock a revenge character from my hand. Let's go ahead and clock this 3-2 Takemichi, and then I can look at up to the top 5 cards of my deck and add up to 1 revenge character.
Okay, so you clocking the Takemichi there tells me that you already have 1 in hand ready to clock next turn.
Okay, so out of these, I'm going to grab the level 0 Yamagishi. And the reason why I'm grabbing this card is because on play, he has an effect where I can grab a card from my clock and then put a card in my hand to clock.
Okay, so you didn't have the climax yet. I was gonna say, like, little bit unfortunate that you clocked that climax and then suddenly...
Yeah, the reason why I really like, I honestly think a lot of the actual combo pieces for the choice deck are like pretty useful. Like this is a runner that also can grab anything, which really does help with the consistency of this deck. In terms of actually attacking 3 times, I'm not sure if I do want to. I might actually consider attacking twice here, just to kind of maybe not push him to level 1 as quick, and maybe kind of conserve some resources of my own.
How much hand do you have right now?
I have 4 hand.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did play a bunch of these level 0s here.
Alright, and so of those 4, I'm pretty sure 3 of them are Takemichi, Akkun, and Climax.
Do I attack 3 times or not? Attacking 3 times also does allow me to get a slightly higher chance of triggering a climax, and that is very nice for me.
Well, one thing I think is worth considering is the fact that my 0 quality was pretty bad on the previous turn, which means that it's not necessarily great on the second turn.
Yeah, you did attack with a brainstorm too, which does make me curious. However, if I attack twice, you do still need to field 3 characters if you want to answer my board, because the Yamagishi is himself a runner. I think we can probably go ahead and chill for now. So we'll go ahead and direct with the Yamagishi, and this is for 3.
1, 2, oh my god.
Oh, those are some Korones.
I need those.
And then direct with the Takemichi, and that's for 2.
Cancel.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, so I will draw for turn. I'm going to clock another Suisei. Draw 2. Alright, well, first things first, I'm going to start by playing Matsuri and use her Brainstorm effect. Hopefully we can hit here and then maybe salvage this Aqua. Nice.
There we go.
And I will get the Aqua. Give me some card advantage moving forward. We'll go ahead and play her. While she's in the center slot, she is 3/5. And I guess this is how we're killing Yamagishi.
Okay, dokie. Sounds good to me.
Alright, oh my god. Yeah, I will go to attack phase.
I will stay where I am.
Alright, and then we will front attack with our Shion for 1.
Okay. 1's good. I'm reversed.
And I will direct with the Aqua for 2 and a gate, and... I'm gonna get the Flare Drop Salvage.
Okay. 1. Cancel. Oh, that's kind of awkward. Because that does mean that I am not in the position to clock my Takemichi for early play condition.
Alright, I need you to not get a Mikey.
Alright. let's think. We honestly probably just chill for a turn then. I don't think there's a huge upside to forcefully clock our Takemichi here, especially since we can't really guarantee that our triggers are going to be a bunch of the choice triggers. That being said, since we only have 5 hand, I do still want to clock.
And if you hit Mikey off the clock draw 2,
we can maybe we'll see where it goes. But I think definitely we're going to clock this level 1. Makoto, and then level. Let's go ahead and level this level 0 Hinata. And draw 2.
So the reason we're bringing up Mikey is because the cost for his ability is clocking a character from your hand, which just easily allows you to set up the Takemichi level 3 in your clock to activate Akkun's early play condition.
Alright. Should I brainstorm or should I not? I'm at 3. I'm honestly probably fine just not brainstorming. No, I think I do want more cards though, so I'm gonna brainstorm. Let's see if we hit. We do hit 1, so and my brainstorm is I can top deck 3 add 1, so I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, this changes it. This changes everything.
Why don't you go ahead and show the camera what's up?
It's the Fabled Mikey, level 0.
Oh. Are we gaming?
We might be gaming. I think there's no reason to not check the rest, though, so I will go ahead and just look at the rest as well. Okay, so we will be grabbing this. Okay, so we do have the option to go for Mikey now. The question is whether or not we want to. We can play Mikey mill 5. And then we can play 2 Akkuns. And maybe there's triggers left. Let's see how many choice triggers we have. Well, choice triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think we have 5 triggers left in this deck. I think since we need to play this Mikey to reverse his Aqua anyways, we'll see where it goes from here. So I'm going to play the Mikey. On play, I can clock a character from my hand, clocking the Takemichi, and I can look at up to the top 5 and add anything. Or add any character.
Yeah.
Alright, so these are fine because these aren't triggers for... Oh, this is actually really good for me. Because that means that all of the actual choice triggers that I want
are still in
there.
Alright. They're all still in there.
They're definitely still in there. Alright, let's go ahead and grab another Mikey. And then the other on-play effect of the Mikey is he gets 1,000 per my opponent's character for the turn, so he goes up to 3-5. So now I'm really tempted to just go ahead and play my Akkuns, because by my calculations, there should be at least 4 of them in there. Alright, it's time.
We're gaming.
We're gaming.
Dude, I was telling you, you just hit the Mikey, and then...
I think we'll play over the Mikey because we want to... Well, no. I think we'll play over the Takemichi because I probably think the value of drawing this card later on is more than this card. Probably. Let's just go with that. Play a second. Takemichi. Akkun. Okay, I think we have 3 triggers left in there. Let me just double check our count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, and we run 18? Oh, we're gaming.
And then also this allows you to choose...
We're gaming, indeed. The Emma has really good synergy with the Akkun to allow me to... If I whiff a potential trigger, I can check another one. Okay, so since the Akkun's just really big now, we'll go ahead and put it in the middle. Well, does it matter? No, I don't think it matters.
Not really.
Yeah, okay. Alright, it's time! This is the 1k1 choice climax that goes with the Akkun. On climax placement though, Emma does have an effect where I can choose one of the characters and they can On attack, look at up to the top 2 cards of my deck, mill 1, and leave the rest on top. So I'll just go ahead and give it to the Mikey. It doesn't matter who actually gets it, because any triggers that I trigger all count towards the same effect. So the Akkun, he has to be in the front row, and then all 5 of the characters we mentioned at the start of the video get the choice trigger in all zones. So we'll go ahead and let's front. And this is double choice.
Okay, here we go. So typically you want to prioritize refilling your hand, right?
Yes. I think, generally speaking, I think the game plan is to refill hand, and after that we can go for a bunch of stock. Since the level 3 Takemichi himself doesn't actually need that much stock. Now, in terms of the targets, generally speaking, I think these 2 are pretty safe to go for. The 1-1 Takemichi to be able to protect your Akkuns, and then also the level 2 Naoto, because it is a card that you will need to be able to finish, to activate your Takemichi level 3. So I'll go ahead and grab these 2.
This is for 2.
And this is for 2.
1, 2, level up. This is kind of bruh right here. Oh my god. Against my better judgment, I'm going to level the Watame.
Okay.
Your deck doesn't really have very many like early play-ish threats. It's mostly just like you ride Akkun.
This is my early play-ish threat.
Yeah. You just ride Akkun.
Yeah. Alrighty. Go ahead and direct with this Akkun, and it whiffed. So this is 3.
1, 2, 3. Take 3.
Okay, and then I'm going to direct with Mikey. Activate the Enemy effect. I can top check. I will top check. And I will trigger the Takemichi, who is a choice trigger.
Double choice trigger.
So I will activate the double choice.
Why does this card have 3 trigger icons?
Let's see.
Oh no, he's getting another Akkun!
I think it's probably fine to just salvage these 2. Okay, I'm not too worried about the stock situation.
How much hand does this bring you up to?
I'll be going back to full hand with this.
Okay, and then how many climaxes are out?
I am out. I'll be out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
6
at the end of the turn.
6 in waiting room?
6 in waiting room right now.
Okay, how many of each are in waiting?
I'm missing the level 3 besides this.
Okay.
Yeah.
4.
So I'll be solving these, and then this is a swing for 4.
Pain.
Okay.
Alright, I will level the Polka.
Okay.
Do I want to use this? I kind of need more cards. Alright, so I'll pay 1, and then I will clock... Sure, we'll clock Aqua. And then I look it up to 2, add up to 2, so I add these. Okay, draw for turn. Not a bad card. I'm gonna clock the Aqua I just got to draw 2. These cards do like nothing. Let's see, so I'm gonna start with, well, can't kill Akkun.
Nice.
Can I? So if I play this. How much hand do I have? I actually have quite a lot of hand. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is play Shion.
Okay.
Reveal the top card. And it is a level 1 or higher character, so I can reduce the level of one of your characters by 1. So I'll reduce.
It checks for events too, I think. Just
or level 1 or higher card.
Yeah.
So I will choose. Oh, I can only choose level 1 or lower characters. Shoot, that's right. Yeah, I can't choose level 2. So can't shrink Akkun. So I guess we're fronting Akkun. That being said, that Korone is good. So I guess we're having a slight change of plan here. I'm going to play Gamers, and I'm going to grab this Korone.
Sure.
And I'm not going to go any further.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. What is next? Then I'm going to play Polka and use her effect. Pay 1. Do I want Mel or do I want Korone? I think I would rather get Korone here. So I will use her effect to summon Korone.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Monster. This should look familiar. And then I'm going to play the Korone I got here. On play from hand, she gets 500 power times the number of my characters on the board. So she gets plus 2,500, bringing her up to 7k. And then, unfortunately, I don't have the Mio this time. So, but this will be good enough, I think. So we're going to use both of these Matsuri's effects to put 1,500 apiece on the Korone, which brings her up to 10k.
Mm-hmm. Playing a 1k1 goes up to 11.
Yeah.
And my Akkuns are 9, but I do have a 2-5 counter, so thankfully I can at least save it.
Yeah.
But he does challenge my Akkun now.
Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna position like this because this Korone, I think I would rather just have it crash in and leave one empty lane rather than leave crash this Polka in and then also get this memory. I don't think I care about the memory that much. And I can just put both of their on reverse searches on the Polka.
Sounds good.
So we'll play 1k1.
Mm-hmm.
And we will go into attack phase. I'm going to front here first, and I'm going to put the on reverse search on the Polka. And the reason I'm attacking here first is because I want to force Mike to use this counter before he refreshes. Mm-hmm. So it goes back in. Mm-hmm. So I'm fronting for 11k, and this is for 2.
Sorry, Akkun. I don't care about you that much. There's the rest of my choice triggers! Okay, I'm going back 7, missing the level 3 climax.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason why I'm not going to save the Akkun is because, well, I don't want to decompress like Randall said, and also I just have another Akkun in my hand in case I do draw the climax combo. Maybe it's a consideration to save it if I did already have another climax combo in my hand, but as I don't, there's no even guarantee that I will actually get the right climax next turn. So.
But if you did...
But if I did...
Triple Akkun! Whoa!
Okay.
Alright.
So that's
so
2.
those are so
I refresh first because refresh point
happens before the
always
damage sticks.
Is always it's just alongside the refresh now. So this refreshes and then I take the 2 and then Akkun's reversed.
Okay, I will front with this Korone for 2.
Yep.
And I will give the on reverse search to the Polka.
Yep.
This is for 2 in choice, and with this choice. I'm between grabbing Suisei or grabbing Marin here. I think I'm going to grab Suisei just to be on the safer side.
Right.
I'm going to... This would put me overhand if I bring this to hand, but I think it's more important.
You just need the actual quality of the hand.
I just want the healer.
Yeah.
So this is going to be for 2.
Yeah. 1, 2. 2's good.
All right, and then finally we will front with Polka for 2, 3.
1, cancel.
All right, and then with the double on reverse search, I'll get Marin and Mio.
Okay. That's 8 hand then?
8 hands. I'm going to discard an Aqua.
Okay.
This goes to Waiting Room, since it was reversed. It only goes to memory if it makes it to the end of the turn without getting reversed, but in this case it just goes to my Waiting Room.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
Draw for turn. How many are you out?
I'm currently out 5.
5. So there's probably 1 in his deck, 1 in his hand, and 1 in his stock. Okay. And what are the missing ones?
Should be missing 1 gate, 2 choice.
Okay. So we'll figure out which one he has in hand after we start attacking. In terms of whether or not we want to clock, I am very tempted to clock. Just so we can maybe find another Akkun climax. Yeah, let's do it. So go ahead and clock the Yamagishi and level. I'll go ahead and level and have a brainstorm here. To draw 2. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and play. Actually, no. We're going to brainstorm first. See what the brainstorm brings up. 1, 2, 3. Oh god.
Okay.
All right. So I top check 3, add 1 twice.
And what was the climax you canceled on earlier?
The climax I canceled on with was a level 3 one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Go ahead and grab this level. This level guy.
This level guy.
This level guy.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, 3. And we'll grab this other level guy. Okay.
So now you're out 4 in waiting room with 1 in hand, I think.
Yeah, 4 here. How much deck do I have? I think there is some merit in maybe milling more. 5. But at the same time, maybe we just don't want to disturb our deck too much. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll play. No. Level 1 Takemichi. Play that, play that. Okay, we'll try to use our resources a bit more efficiently here. So we're going to put this here. We're going to play another Akkun. And then we'll play the level 2 Naoto. Now, he has a global power effect, but he needs experience 3 or higher, and we don't have that. So I'm just playing him just so I can just have him on the board. So I don't go like super overhand size.
And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna hit you to level 3, and it's gonna change the power before.
Yeah, exactly.
Before our powers compare, and then suddenly I'm smaller.
All right. So right now I just have too much hand. So I think I'm actually going to play over the Mikey. And I'm going to use the Takemichi to clock myself and get a stock. Oh, that's kind of worrisome.
It's kind of what?
Worrisome.
Oh, okay.
Alright, we are out 1, 2, 3, 4 in waiting room. 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. Alright, I think it might be time to take more damage for the sake of taking less damage.
Mikey?
Alright, we're gonna play the Mikey.
Mikey-kun.
I'm gonna clock the level 3 Takemichi to top check up to 5. Oh no. All these triggers! Now! Get back in my deck! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we're gonna grab the...
Third Akkun you want.
No. I think we probably want to grab the Makoto. Because he does allow us to go through one more card in our deck.
Mm-hmm.
Which should be the smarter option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's see how many triggers I'm out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, goodness. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, there's no more triggers in my deck. No! Uh-oh.
Yeah, can I check your waiting room?
Yeah. Oh no, none of these are triggers! Oh no! Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I'll need to grab the Makoto anyways.
Wait, no, that's on your board. That's on your board.
Yeah, I'll grab the Makoto anyways because he does help us go through our deck faster.
Yes.
So we'll play him. And on play, he can marker the level 0 Takio Vanilla underneath him. face up as a marker. And then during my turn, if he has a marker, he gets 4K and Twin Drive.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? I am a dreamer.
A dream that these Akkuns live until next turn, and then you combo next turn?
Maybe. But realistically, he does have the Suisei in hand, so the chances of these Akkuns living are not super high. I should probably be more of a realist. I'm gonna play the Akkun Climax, even though I know that there aren't any more triggers left. I will go ahead and give the Emma effect to the level 2 Akkun in the middle, and then I'll start swinging here. So I'll front, and then activate effect. And I'll go ahead and just trigger forward 2.
Alright, this cancels. So now you know...
So his last climax is a Korone.
Oh no, I triggered Korone.
Were you missing 2 Korones and 1 Marin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you have a Marin climax. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I have a Marin climax.
Yeah.
Alright, refresh penalty.
Alrighty, next we'll go ahead and front here, and this is for 2.
1, 2, take 2.
Well, we didn't trigger any climaxes, so we can probably just chill here. Go ahead and direct, no Twin Drive effect, and this is, oh god.
Okay, is that 3 free damage? Is that 3 free damage?
This is, we'll salvage a Takemichi.
Okay, and this brings you up to how much hand?
6 hand.
Okay.
Over here, and this is 4-3.
1, 2, cancel.
Alrighty, you're good.
Alright, draw for turn. Alright. I'm slightly concerned about what Takemichi could potentially do to my face next turn. So I think... I need to check your waiting room to see how many cards you have that clock yourself. Okay, 1 Mikey, 2 Mikey, 2 Takemichi, 4 Mikey. Okay, 4 Mikey, 1 Hinata. Oh my god, where are the Hinatas? I'm like considering trying to not hit you to a point where you could go to level 3 and then just start slam jamming me, but the problem is that so many cards in your level 0 line hit yourself, and they're not here, so...
Yeah, and these do have the potential. Well, we know it's free, because you know I have the level 3 climax.
Yep.
Yeah, so... There's 5 in here,
It's kind of
one here, 1 here.
Dude, I would have rather taken that 2 or taken that 3 right about now. Oh my god. What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Okay, let's see. Did I trigger that on the last attack or the...
Oh, you triggered that on the second. The Suisei was your last trigger. Choice was your second last trigger.
Yeah, the Suisei was actually what I was...
Trying to search.
Yeah, alright. You know what? Hold on, wait. There's one in my deck. So I don't need to worry about that actually. Alright, we're going to play Miko. And I'm not gonna clock.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay 1, discard another Miko to search for... Oh, it's on top. For Suisei.
Yeah.
Cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's worth dropping a Marin here to heal twice. So I'm going to play Mio. With her effect on play, I get to look at the top card of my deck. Okay, I guess that... I'm afraid. So I'm going to early play Suisei. If I have 4 or more Hololive characters on stage, I can play her at level 2, and also she would ignore color requirement, although I do actually have blue anyway. I will pay 2 stock. I will discard Marin to heal to stock. And then I'm going to play another Suisei over Miko.
Okay.
And I will pay 2, and I will discard Flare, and I will heal to stock one more time.
Okay.
Okay. We're we're going to try to kill these Akkuns. So I will use my Matsuri's effects to give 1500 to each of my Suiseis.
Suisei gets 500 per every one of his Hololive characters, including herself, during his turn. So their base 11 plus the Matsuri is 12.5, and then plus the Mio is 13.
Yeah, so these are 13k.
Very comfortably out of counter range.
All right. And now I just have to hope that that was enough. So I will go to attack phase, and I'm going to front with Suisei, and I'm going to trigger gate, and I'm going to get Mari.
Solid, solid.
For 2.
2. 1, 2. 2's good.
All right, and then we'll go in with the Mio next for 1.
Okay.
1.
1. Refresh with 5. Missing this one, and a level 3 in my hand.
Yep.
Alright, both of us have fairly shabby refreshes, but I think at this point it's about who can finish off the person first. You're trying to heal a bunch to not die, and I probably don't even have enough resources to heal myself down to 2, because I am... Unless I cancel with this Suisei, I'm just going to go level 3. So right now I'm at 2-6. If I cancel the Suisei swing, I can potentially also start heal spamming with my Hinas. But we'll see how the next swing goes. So I refresh, and then I take the 1.
Alright, and then I'm going to front here for 13 for 2.
1, cancel. Interesting. Okay, so now I have the option of starting to heal a bunch. But we know Randall is at least 4 out here. So maybe we do try to go for the finishing turn anyways. So I would need to stick 4 swings.
11 damage.
Yeah. 4 swings, or no, it's just 4 swings. Unless I trigger on 2 attacks and they both hit. 4 out. If I decide I want to start heal spamming with Hina, the problem is then that I don't really have that many resources to go into Takemichi's, since the Takemichi restanders do need to discard 2 every time I summon a new one. So my best bet is probably just to start swinging. Okay, so I'm gonna go amp clock. Put myself to level 3. I'll go ahead and level this Hina now, so I can fulfill my Naoto experience. Now he does activate his global level 6 condition. Okay, we'll play 1 Takemichi. He does have on-play heal, but I don't have clock. I think it's probably fine for me to swing direct a bunch of times. And then I will go ahead and maybe swing here with 2s. That's probably okay. If I direct for 4, direct for 4, direct for 4, all I really need is like 1 of these to trigger, and maybe I'm okay with that.
One of those does have Twin Drive.
And I do have the option of the Takemichi summoning either a 1 or 2 soul, since these are both Takemichis here. I think that's probably just going to be the play here.
Okay, cards in hand, please say like 5.
After I play Climax, I'm going to have 6. So at the very minimum, I'll be able to restand 3 times.
Uh-oh.
Okay, since I do think I need the direct for 4s consistently, I will leave the Takemichi here. I'll give up my lanes on the Suiseis. Well, actually, this will just...
tie. No, that's over.
That's over by 500.
Over by 500.
Yeah, over by 500, because 7-5 base, plus 500 from the level assist, plus the 1k1. Okay. So this ties, this is over, and this is direct. Okay, we'll play the 1k1, and I'm going to give the top check effect to the Naoto, because he's the only one that doesn't get multiple chances to trigger. He has Twin Drive, and the Takemichi always just want to be swinging for 4s anyways. Alright. Let's start with the Takemichi, since I'm always going to be able to pay cost here. Direct here for 5.
Oh my god, please. Yes.
Okay, at the end of this attack, if I have the Naoto on board, I can pay 2, discard 2, and send it to memory. And if I do, I can summon any Takemichi from my waiting room. I'm going to direct, and that's for 4. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to activate his effect again. Pay 2, discard 2, send him to memory, and bring out Takemichi. Next, I'm going to swing with a Naoto. I'm going to front and I'm going to activate the Emma effect. I'm going to top check. And I'm going to trigger for 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Take 3.
Okay. And then I'm going to direct here for 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Level up. Level Aqua.
Okay. And then at the end of attack, I'm going to pay 2 and discard 2. Send him to memory. And then I will go ahead and play the level 3 Takemichi because I do need that direct. And I have no more resources to be able to just have another Takemichi. He also just isn't in here in the first place, so these are going to be my last 2 possible attacks.
Order matters.
Yeah. Carson deck?
9. 9? 9.
Yeah, so there's no situation where I think I can refresh him, so I think this should always just be a 4 here. Well, I'm going to direct here first because this allows me to get a stock to be able to twin drive. So this is direct for 4.
Please, one time. One time. No!
Alright.
I was afraid of this happening. Yeah. I had only, yeah, because remember, I triggered 1 here. And then I had 3 climaxes already in my waiting room. So I triggered I canceled last card of deck.
Oh, it's because you triggered. Yeah.
I canceled last card of deck, and then I paid 1 out, and then I also canceled 1 more attack.
Right, I forgot that extra cancel 1. Yeah. Okay, so you did have only 3 left.
Yeah, and then my hand was, as expected.
Yeah. All right, well that was a game.
That was definitely a game. Takemichi.
Yeah. It got a bit awkward when I could Akkun Climax combo and just didn't have any targets. I guess, but that's also part of the reason why the Hinata is particularly strong in this deck, even though her own effect can't actually search for either the level 3 early play condition or the level 2 Akkun. Her effect does come into use when I just need more targets in my deck, so I can just shuffle like all these targets back with her on-play shuffle 2 back effect.
And she can also be used to just secure important zeros that help set up the other pieces.
Exactly.
Maybe like Yamagishi to grab climax, or you can like grab
like a Mikey.
Mikey to clock Takemichi. Or so she's definitely a really good supporting role in this deck. Just not in the most direct way like other Rikis.
Because you do still rely on a bunch of your level 0 utility cards to kind of get you there. But I think overall this game was fairly fortunate on my end. I couldn't go for like the triple Akkun Dream combo because like the situation didn't really present itself. But I think still being able to get 2 triggers off of the Akkun on my first climax combo turn was pretty fortunate. How my first deck went. And then like the Takemichi being like low stock resource allowed me to just get a good amount of swings in, even though I only had 4 stock going into the final turn, which was nice. As long as you have a bunch of hand, then you don't really need that much stock in the first place. Yeah. And then on your end, was your early game hand was just like really bad or something?
It was like Suisei. It was like 2 Suiseis, this bomb, the Shion.
Bunch of brainstorms.
I think I had all 3 Matsuris in my like. I think it was something like this.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. But not quite the 3,500 characters that we would normally be looking for in the early game.
Yeah, I think for Hololive it is really important to be able to draw the Aqua. I think like when I was extensively testing Hololive, the difference in games between drawing Aqua and having her resolve effect, and either not drawing Aqua or getting her effect denied was actually quite huge. Because that meant that I lose some deck speed, I lose some more discard raw card advantage. And especially in the deck like this where, like if you top check into a Korone and the Korone gets you more cards, if you top check into the Brainstorm, the Brainstorm gets you more cards. It's a lot of cards that just get you more cards. And then if you don't have the opportunity to get those cards in the first place, then you're relying a lot more on just plain luck into drawing what you need.
Yeah. How much have you tested around with both Aqua and Lapras in the same deck. Maybe like 5 or 6.
Oh, I've tested with it quite a bit in JP, but Lapras isn't out in English yet.
Right.
Legally speaking.
Legally
speaking.
It exists.
It exists, but the set isn't out until September 30th, and it is also just not legal for BRO, and also not legal for BCS until 2 weeks after its release.
Right.
So for the time being, we are still using or sticking with the format where we can only use set 1 cards. But I do think that there is definitely merit in running more than 4 Aqua / Laplace profiles, since it is so important to draw into one of them.
Right.
So, and especially with this deck, that's like you actually do want yellow too, and blue is honestly not needed. If anything, this deck after set 2, if it wants to run the same kind of cards, you just run 4 Laplace,
and then any extras.
And then any extras would be the Aquas. Yeah.
Right.
Alright, but that does do it for this game of Tokyo Revengers Showcase. This does do it for our Tokyo Revengers gameplay section. Since Quince 2 has been delayed by a week, our Quince content block will not start until the following Friday, where we will obviously have a lot of content for you guys, including deck profiles, gameplay, and box opening.
Well, this video should be up on on a Friday, right?
Yeah, so it will be the Friday after next. Because
No. I mean, like, it should be just next Friday.
Oh yeah. The next Friday. Yeah. Quince comes out next Friday, so we'll have the content for you guys then. I love Tokyo Revengers, and I'm still testing with it. I have a lot of spicy builds that have not been shown on stream or on the channel, and I do want to show those decks to you guys sometime in the future. So do expect to see more Tokyo Revengers on the channel in the future, alongside just some of the other decks that we try to mix a good amount of variety on the channel when possible, and try to keep updated with the meta as well. So that's why we featured that slime build the other day. But yeah, if you guys have any more requests about like other builds or just have any general questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. But until next week, this has been Mike and Randall on the Tressa's Collectibles channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys.